Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to our series on halal business strategies, and in this video I want to share with you the secret behind how you can turn your expertise, whether you're a Muslim professional or someone who is highly skilled within a certain domain, how you can take that expertise and turn it into a profitable and lucrative online business. Let's dive right in. All right, so you want to learn exactly how you can take your expertise and turn it into a profitable online consulting business. Well, look no further, because in this video, I will share with you the step-by-step blueprint on what it is that you need to know about turning your expertise, something that you're really experienced in, maybe even taking the knowledge that you have from your professional career and turning that into a profitable consulting business. And of course, before we dive in, if this is your first time watching a video on this channel, make sure to subscribe below to keep up to date with all the videos that we release, and make sure to also like this video, and let's dive right in. So what's the first step that we need to consider when it comes to turning our expertise into a profitable, into a successful online consulting business? Well, first, let's talk about the online consulting business industry as a whole. So online business, of course, is an industry that is rapidly growing. People are essentially purchasing services online, working with other agencies, other service providers, and most transactions today when it comes to B2B or B2C are being done online. And it's no different when it comes to online consulting. So a lot of consultants traditionally would have to go into an office and work with other companies and essentially be there on the ground floor, providing those services. But right now, most companies will be benefiting from these services online as well, and most individuals as well. So this is a great opportunity for pretty much anyone, and really any Muslim who has some experience within a specific career or has some knowledge that other people could benefit from, to take that knowledge, take that experience, and turn it into a lucrative online consulting business. Now, what's the first step that you need to do to make that happen? The first step that you really need to consider is how you can take what you know and help other people or businesses solve a specific problem. Okay, so you need to figure out how you can take, with your expertise, your knowledge, everything that you know, how you can take that and essentially package it in a way where you're presenting a solution to a very specific problem. Now, let me give you an example of this. Let's say, for example, that you are someone who works in IT. So you have a career in IT, you studied in IT, you've been working for a lot of companies, and you decided all of a sudden that you're interested in starting an online business. You want to generate a halal income online. You're not really interested in moving forward with the 9-to-5 lifestyle, working for a boss, having all those downsides of not being able to have that freedom and that control over your life, and you want to do something on your own. Well, a lot of people make the mistake of then going on to create an online store or an e-commerce business or things that are completely unrelated to their profession and their experience. And that's actually detrimental, because you have an amazing opportunity here, if you have experience within a certain industry, within a certain career, to take what you know and turn it into a highly hyper profitable online business. And these are really the most profitable online businesses that are out there, are the ones where you're going to find consultants offering, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 packages to work with other businesses, solve specific problems. So let's say you have a background in IT and you've been working your entire life within this career. Well, you could very easily take that knowledge that you have and think to yourself, well, out of all of this experience that I have and all of this knowledge that I have, is there anything specific within this sphere of knowledge where I can leverage or I can use that to solve a specific problem that a lot of businesses are experiencing, or a lot of people are experiencing? So for example, you could say, well, you know what, if I'm really experienced in cloud security and infrastructure, you could tell yourself, well, can I potentially package this into some sort of consulting package, into some offer where I can help small businesses and startups, set up their entire cloud security and infrastructure? Is that something that I can do with my knowledge? And can I then, turn that into potentially a $5,000, $10,000 offer and be able to sell online? What you need to do is really just figure out what it is that you can do from your sphere of knowledge, to solve a specific problem for someone, a problem that many people have, many businesses have, that they experience and that they're willing to pay for. And you might think to yourself, well, where do I start? Because I have let's say, experience in accounting. You might have experience in, as a doctor, as a health and wellness professional, and you could really very easily take your knowledge and create a health and wellness coaching program online. You can create a health and wellness consulting package that you offer to clients, essentially, where they're able to book, and you're able to offer them consulting sessions. You're able to offer them training, and all of this is done online. So there's so many potential possibilities. And one thing that you want to ask yourself, if you're not sure where to start, is the people that know you, right? Your friends, your surroundings, your network, the people that know you, why do they come to you for advice, right? When they come to you asking you something specific about what you know, is there a general pattern within those questions? For example, if you're an accountant, maybe a lot of your friends that have small businesses and startups come to you and ask you, hey, can you do my year-end taxes? Can you help me figure this out for my business? I'm not sure what I need to do. And probably if a lot of people are coming to you for help with this, it means that you can potentially offer a solution and really create a lucrative consulting business out of this and, launch it online and be very profitable, inshallah. So you really want to figure out, what's the common pattern between the things that people come to me asking for advice, and what is it specifically that I could potentially offer that will solve a problem, whether it's for businesses or for people and individuals, and how could I potentially package that into a consulting offer, into a, some sort of program that I could then sell by leveraging my expertise, leveraging what I know. Now, the number 2 tip that I want to give you, the second step that you need to take when it comes to turning your expertise into a profitable and halal consulting business, is to really focus in on one specific clientele. Now, this is a big mistake that a lot of people do, is they think, I think I'm going to be an online consulting professional, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer consulting services in marketing. I have a background in marketing. I have an MBA, whatever it is that you've been doing. Even if you have marketing as a skill, if you've learned it online from courses and training, you could become a marketing consultant and consult for other companies and businesses, to help them level up their marketing strategies, get more clients, generate more sales. And now you could potentially tell yourself, well, you know what, I could use the skill to work with any business, really, because any business could benefit from marketing. And that's a fair point. When you really think about it, any business could benefit from marketing. It's something that every single business needs. But the challenge is going to be for you when you make that decision of saying, well, I'm going to work with anyone. Well, then who should you be reaching out to? How should you identify your clients? What does an ideal client look like? What should you say to your clients to sell your offer, to essentially position yourself as the solution to their problems that they're experiencing in their business? And the only way that you can really do that in an effective manner is by being very specific about who your client is. Right. So, for example, I actually have a background in marketing and I run a digital marketing agency. I started off as a marketing consultant with my online businesses, and I very quickly figured out that I had to focus in on a specific clientele. And I ultimately decided to focus on the health and wellness niche. And I would only work with chiropractors and nutritionists and physiotherapists. And the truth is, I could potentially work with anyone and everyone, but I focused to work within a specific niche because that allowed me to really identify my ideal clients and then go after them, position my marketing in a way where that really resonated with them. So for example, instead of talking about just generating more sales in your business, now by knowing that my clients are chiropractors, physiotherapists, nutritionists, I could then actually say, well, you know what, my services, my specialty is to actually help you get more patients within your practice using my marketing services, right? Using my marketing expertise. So the solution that I presented, which was much more specific, it was much more focused, and I was really able to actually, be successful in getting those clients and charging higher prices and in generating a lucrative income online, being able to hit that 10, 20, 30K a month within my business. So that's the second step. The third step is, contrary to popular belief, you want to create a high ticket consulting package. And what I mean by this is you want to create a package where you're charging upfront for your service, you're charging a one-time fee, and that fee is very specific. It's not based on hourly pay. It's not based on the amount of work that you do, but rather it's based on the value that you provide to your customer. So it's very important that the way that you charge is based on the value that you provide to your customer. A lot of consultants, when they're beginning, when they're starting off, they make the mistake of charging hourly. They say, well, you know what? Okay, I have some background in IT and I'm going to essentially work with businesses. And what I'll do is I'll charge them, $25, $50, $75, $100 an hour for my services, right? And that's completely fair enough. You could do that, but you really wouldn't differentiate yourself from any other online consultant. And you just ended up getting another job and trading your time for money. And that's exactly what we don't want to do to have a successful online consulting business. What you want to do instead is you want to charge for the value that you provide, and you want to charge for it up front, not based on the time that you put in, but rather based on the result that your client is going to get. So an example of this, when I work with clients within my marketing agency, I don't charge based on the hours that I take to create their marketing campaigns and create their business strategy. I don't, keep a timesheet and say, well, you know what, I charge a rate of $100 an hour and this is how much work I'm going to do. Now, why don't I do that? What's the downside of charging per hour? When you charge per hour, what you're doing is, number one, you're essentially, putting yourself and your client in a position where they are paying for the time spent rather than the results that they get. And that's never a position that the client really feels happy being in, because a client doesn't want to hire another employee when they're hiring a consultant. They want to hire someone that's going to come in and give them a clear and tangible solution for a problem that they're experiencing in their business. So when you just come in and you say, well, I'm going to charge you hourly, and then you're starting to bill them and you have all these billable hours, what's going to happen in their minds is, well, you know what? This guy is really, charging me this many hours. Oh, this month you put in a lot more hours and you're charging more. Why? Why did you put in more hours? And, we can't afford it this month. And now it's all this back and forth and they never know how much they're going to pay. And it becomes very complicated and very stressful for the both of you. And they actually want you to do less work, because the more work you do, the more you're going to charge them, right? Now, the opposite of this is when you charge a one-time fee and you're charging according to the value that you provide and the result that you bring to your clients. Let's say you're charging $1,000 or $1,500 a month, or maybe a one-time package deal of $10K or $5K. What you're doing is you're saying, well, look, all you're paying for, this is the fixed amount. You're going to pay me $1,500 a month. That's all you're going to pay me. It's a fixed amount, no matter how much work I put in. And what you're paying for really is going to be me generating for your business or your practice, let's say myself as a marketing consultant, me generating back to you. You're investing $1,500 into my service. I want to make sure that you're making back within your business at least $5,000, $10,000 in sales, where you're covering my expense and you're making an ROI on that investment. And that makes a lot more sense for clients, and it's much more enticing. They're much more willing to pay for this. It also makes your life much easier, because in the beginning, when there's more work, sure, you're putting in more work, but trust me, once things are established, once you build out systems within your business, once you have a routine of how you work with your clients, which having a specific clientele is essential to doing that. When you do that and you don't have to put in as many hours to get clients the result, well, what happens is now you're starting to really tap into the beauty of a consulting business, where you have these amazing profit margins and you don't have to put in so many hours of work to be able to generate a lucrative income. So hope that makes sense. All right, the fourth and final step that I want to share with you guys when it comes to creating a profitable and halal online consulting business is you want to leverage your network and social media to get clients. Those are the two things that you really want to focus on. Number one, you really want to start with your network. A lot of people make the mistake when they're starting a business of being too shy to go and actually leverage the people that they know or the contacts that they might have. They might feel shy and embarrassed that they're starting a new business. They're not really that experienced yet. And they don't want to put themselves in a position where they could potentially, fail, or they could potentially not deliver on their promise. And, they end up essentially, having that imposter syndrome, feeling very insecure and feeling like they should go and reach out to strangers, people who don't know them, and that's where they should start. But that's actually really counterintuitive, because your best clients, your best way to get those initial clients are going to be the people, the contacts that you have, the people that already know you, because they're going to be fully transparent with you about your services, about your offer, and really give you the feedback that's going to allow you to refine your offer and really create something impactful and something that provides value to your clients. So when you leverage your initial contacts, when you're working with those first few clients, your priority is actually not to make money. That's a big mistake that a lot of entrepreneurs make. Your first few clients, the priority there is to get feedback, to refine your offer, and really build out something that provides massive value to your clients, where even if they pay, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, they're getting that much in value in return within their business. And they can see that and they appreciate the work that you do. And the only way you're going to do that is really by getting that feedback initially. And the best way to really test out your offer. Let's say you came up with a consulting package that you decided you want to launch. Well, the best way to test that out is to leverage your immediate contacts in your network to get those first few clients, get that feedback, understand, does this work, does this not? What do I need to tweak to make sure that this is successful? And then you can go and start leveraging social media. You start leveraging organic methods, leveraging content and, strategies on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn, and eventually you're leveraging paid advertising methods like running ads on YouTube and Google and Facebook and Pinterest and TikTok and wherever you feel like makes the most sense for you. But it goes on from there. But you don't want to start launching your business and then start, dropping $500 a week on advertising before you've ever even tested your offer, before you've gotten your first few clients and gotten that feedback. So priority number one is get that feedback initially. Make sure that you test it out with your direct network, with people that you know, and iterate and perfect your offer. And then you can go and really start mass marketing it on a global scale, inshallah. All right, guys, and that wraps up the 4 steps that I wanted to share with you on how you can start a profitable consulting business by leveraging your expertise, your skill set as a Muslim professional. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about how to do this, you actually want to get the step-by-step game plan and get the support and get the mentorship and get plug-and-play systems that you can leverage within your business to be able to make this happen, and you want to get that support, there's going to be a link below this video where you can book a call with my team. We're going to speak to you and really understand a little bit more about what your goals are and let you know if we can help. There's also going to be a free training. It's about 30 minutes and it's going to walk you through a little bit more about the step-by-step details and intricacies of building an online consulting business. So those resources are going to be in the description below to help you out throughout your journey. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, if you got some value out of it, don't be stingy. Make sure to subscribe and like this video and share with me in the comments, if this video gave you any insights and if this sparked any ideas for a potential consulting business that you can start, and I'll give you my feedback in the comments. I check every single one of them. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.